Hello, my name is Jonathan Roach and I'm your Theological Librarian here at St. Thomas University Library. Today in this tutorial video, I want to look at digital resources that we offer you at the library to help you do your theological resources. I want to look at both databases and online resources. Some of the important databases that we have here at St. Thomas University Library for your theological research include the ATLA Religion Database, the Catholic Periodical Literature Index, ProQuest Central, Academic Search Premier, JSTOR, and ERIC. Some important databases that we offer you for finding ebooks will include the ATLA Historical Monograph Series 1 that has ebooks that were published before 1892, ATLA Historical Monograph Series 2 that has ebooks that were published before 1923, Slavery and Anti-Slavery Transnational Archive, which covers all kinds of historical ebooks, manuscripts, diaries, documenting the fight against slavery from all around the Atlantic Basin. The Latin American and Caribbean Search Portal, which offers e-research and e-materials that cover those regions of the world. The ebook collection, which offers access to over 70,000 highly academic ebooks that are current. Sage Reference Online. The Virtual Reference Library. Both of these final two resources offer reference books on theology and theological research. Some of our important databases that cover journal articles will include the ATLA Historical Religion Database, Catholic Periodical Literature Index, Dissertation and Thesis Abstracts, JSTOR, ProQuest Central, Religion in America, and Death and the Human Experience. Other media databases that we subscribe to at the library will include Films on Demand, which is an academic form of YouTube and includes over 7,000 videos with academic content. Access World News, which is a newspaper database. This will include tens of thousands of newspaper articles published in local newspapers around the world. And statistical data sets, which you can use for finding statistical information, such as the number of acres of tomatoes planted in Florida. I also encourage you to find primary resources. Primary sources are diaries, first-hand accounts, minutes, and unpublished materials. Some of the great places to look for these resources are the American Memory Project at the Library of Congress, and the Association of Religious Data Archives, located at www.thearda.com, which is run out of Penn State University. This is a great place to find original survey questions and results to those survey questions, interviews, and I encourage you to look for original primary source information in these websites. I also encourage you to use online resources. These resources contain thousands of primary sources from Christian tradition that have been digitalized because they are now in public domain. As you're using these databases, I encourage you to try using different search terms. Play with your terminology. See what terms give you the best relevant information. Also, try using more than one database. Different databases cover different types of journals and resources and will give you different results. I encourage you to read articles and check their references. Maybe you want to order some of those articles through interlibrary loan or look them up in the database to see if we already have them. And don't forget to ask for help. It's very important that as you're doing this process that you work to prevent overload. Overload often happens when you gather resources before you have a tight, narrow question. You suddenly feel overwhelmed. You don't want to go and look for more materials. You're not sure what you're doing. You become frustrated, angry, and burned out. At that point, I encourage you to follow your plan. Start with a couple controlled sources with precise research terms. Know what you're looking for and get your research librarians involved in your process. If you do truly become stuck, I encourage you to engage in lateral thinking. Lateral thinking is when you realize that you can no longer move forward in your research. At this point, I encourage you to abandon trying to move forward and look for another way to answer your question. When your run is blocked straight ahead, try moving to the left or to the right and then moving forward again. The point is just to keep moving forward. You should always get your professors and your research librarians involved if you need to engage in lateral thinking. Now's the time to use the information that you have learned in this video, and the best way to do that is to use these databases to play around, to call or email or stop by with your questions and get some one-on-one help. Have a great day and good researching.